Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I got on my last let me scoot over. On my last video, my update video, I got like a bunch of questions from you guys about the school thing, and I had intended to make this video you know, a little while ago or whatever, but I just never got around to it. But now that I see that there was so many questions or whatever about like school and how I'm in school and how I afford it or whatever, I wanted to go ahead and make this video and get it up quickly for you guys, because I know that some of you guys are getting ready to start school, and you know, I got so many questions on it. I wanted to go ahead and get this up for you guys. I wrote some notes on my phone of what I wanted to be sure to tell you guys about school and my finances and how I'm affording everything right now. So I am going to be looking down at my phone, and Italy, which I'm sure you guys won't oppose, has to join me for this video because she decided that a nap is not in the program, and there's a mirror right here, so she's just looking at herself. Do you see us? Do you see us? Oh, look, there's you too. Say hi, self. Hi, self. She's like mesmerized by this mirror. So, she's going to be here too. I am a full-time student. I am going to a community college here close to where I live. It's like the campus. I go to 2 different campuses, but they're both maybe like 6 minutes or so away from my where I live. Last year and this year so far, I'm just still working on prerequisites to get into the dental hygiene program at the community college or whatever that I go to. So yeah, I'm in school full time. I have both of them. And a lot of you guys are wondering, how in the world am I able to do that? So let's start off with school. With school, one of the good things about having, I guess, your own kids is that you're able to file independently from like your parents. So I know that like if you can't file independently, you have to like account for their income. So I was able to apply independently, so that helps me be able to get more grant money. Grant money is the money that you don't have to pay back. Any loans that you take out, obviously that's something that you will have to take back or pay back for school. I also, a lot of you guys don't know this about me, but I also was adopted, and I was adopted in the state of Kentucky. In the state of Kentucky, if you're adopted, and if you are adopted, check this out in your state. If you're adopted, typically you can get some sort of tuition waiver, and you can go to college basically for free. So I do get a tuition waiver, so I don't have to pay any type of tuition to go to the community college that I go to. And I just have to fill that waiver out or whatever every year. But there are some types of like requirements. There's only a certain amount of time that you have to wait in between high school and college. I think there's an age requirement. There's a couple other things that you have to qualify for or whatever to be able to get that, and I qualified, so obviously I got it. So I don't have to pay any type of tuition. So since I'm able to file independently, any of the Pell Grant money that I get goes to me. Basically, it doesn't like get sucked out first for tuition. But I do always charge my books and stuff like that, and get all my supplies and everything like that charged to my Pell Grant money, because usually by the time that it's time for me to get Pell Grant money again, I'm like almost broke. So also, if you guys know anything about the FAFSA, the sooner that you fill out the FAFSA, the more money that you'll be able to get. Last year, I filled out the FAFSA like I was like called like a late applicant or whatever. I filled it out like pretty close to when the school semester was about to start. This year, I filled it out I think like January the 4th. But the sooner that you fill it out, the more money that you'll be eligible to get, like the more different types of grants. So this semester and next semester, I was eligible for 3 grants. I get the Pell Grant, the CAP Grant, and there's another one. So the sooner that you fill it out, typically the more money that you'll be able to get. What are you looking at? So that's a good thing to keep in mind as well. So my Pell Grant money that I get really is the majority of what I live off of for the school year, for the year. The Pell Grant money. So like any clothes that I buy, any things that any of their needs, anything like that, that's how I'm able to afford it. Gas, anything, insurance, anything like that, that typically comes out of the Pell Grant money. So then that brings me to my living situation. My apartment, and I think I kind of mentioned this in one of my videos somewhere, because a lot of you guys do know this, but a program for single moms, basically, or single parents that have custody of their kids that want to go back to school full time. It's a program that helps pay for the housing and the daycare for the kids, so that we can, you know, commit more time or whatever to be able to finish school. There's programs like this in a lot of other states. I just don't know. They're not all the same name, so that's something that you would have to research. But it was an application process that I had to go through to be able to live here. I went through an application process, an interviewing process, and there's a bunch of different requirements. There's also things that we have to do like throughout the school year to be able to be eligible to live here. We have to go to workshops. We have to get a certain GPA. We have to obviously stay in school full time, as well as we have to work 20 hours a week. So obviously with me being on maternity leave and everything with her, I haven't been working the 20 hours a week. I will start back working that again here shortly. And the 20 hours a week, you get paid minimum wage, and what you get for working the 20 hours a week is you get, it's a program called KTAP, and basically what it is it's a child support program. Basically, like if, say, you're in a situation where the dad, you can't find him yet, or he doesn't pay, or, you know, something like that happens, you don't have to like address that with the courts or with the legal system. Basically, if he doesn't pay, you still get your child support, because there's all these, like, it's like there's like all these other things or whatever that you have to do. You have to fill out these paperworks and stuff like that every month. But basically, you will still get your child support, and they'll take over it from there for you and find him and get the payments or whatever from him. So it's not like if, you know, say I don't, you know, it's not like I have to constantly, like, it has to be some sort of like constant battle between me and the father. It's like, you know, he just kind of deals with them, and then we get what it is that we need, and he deals with them and they deal with him. And so I think that that's kind of helpful when it comes to my relationship with them, because there was a time where I was kind of getting support or whatever from Martavius, J. Marie's dad, and it was just like a constant, like, are you gonna pay this month, blah, 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 yeah, well, she needs this and that, and just like this constant, like, dialogue, whatever thing. And it's just way better now that, you know, we don't have, that's not something that we have to discuss or worry about or anything like that. It just basically happens, and I think that that's helped our relationship a whole lot, to be honest. So, yeah, so I do work the 20 hours or whatever. I'm going to start back working the 20 hours. You do have 12 months that you can use, like your whole time that you're on this program or whatever, like this child support program. You have 12 months that you can use where you can just use your school time and you don't have to work the 20 hours too. So I've taken some of those months or whatever to be able to spend more time with her. In the midst of waiting for a job, you obviously have to use those months too. So I don't know, the program here is called KTAP. I don't know if there's a program like that in your state, because I know a lot of you guys aren't from Kentucky, but that's obviously not something else that, you know, you might want to look up. And I just want to say, a lot of you guys that have asked the question or whatever, asked like questions or whatever about how I'm able to do this and how particularly how I'm able to afford it. A lot of you guys have been like, you know, I'm just curious or whatever, and you're just asking for help. You're not coming to me about it in like a judgmental way, because obviously I would not be making this video if I felt like that's what it was going to be. But I am not ashamed to say that if I am eligible for the help, I not like have my pride be too big where I don't accept the help that I am eligible for and then not be able to finish school. What I'm setting my sights on right now is finishing school, like ensuring a better future for me and my kids, and doing what it is that I need to do to get that finished. And then, you know, obviously I don't intend on, you know, being, you know, this being my living situation or this being my life for the rest of my life. You know, what I'm really focusing on, and I think it's really important that I do whatever it is that I can and have to do to finish school, so that they see that, even with 2 kids, even young, I finished school, and that they know that, you know, it's not an option for them not to go to school too. So, yeah, that's kind of the way that I feel about that. But yeah, the daycare that, like when I'm at school or whatever, I do get daycare assistance for them, and I get that because I am in school full-time and because of the program that I live in. So I get daycare assistance for them. The daycare is on site, like basically on this like single mother site, like living situation site, I guess. I don't really know how to say it without like telling you guys like where the crap I live. So the daycare or whatever, so I do get daycare assistance for them, so I can go to school and know that they're going to be taken care of. So what I do pay in like a month span or whatever, I pay for any of their needs, clothes, you know, diapers, wipes, toys, whatever it is that they need, I buy that. I also pay my electric, I pay car insurance, and I pay my phone bill, and then I pay internet and cable. So I haven't like looked up the numbers or anything, but I don't really want to get into all that or what it is that I'm spending every month. But my bills do get paid or whatever, and if I don't have enough out of either my child support money or out of my 20 hours a week money, which I haven't had the 20 hours a week money in a while, then I have to obviously pull from that Pell Grant money and get those bills and stuff taken care of. So that is how we do that. Also, I am not on WIC, but I know that, you know, WIC, and it's pretty easy for single moms or whatever, or moms in general, to be eligible for WIC, and that helps you get like cheese and milk and stuff like that, and formula if your baby's formula fed, for free, as well as if you're breastfeeding like me, they'll help you get like, you know, more stuff to like nourish your body, like, you know, milk or beans or whatever it is, so that, you know, you are able to make more breast milk. Yeah, that's another program that's pretty easy to get on. So yeah, I guess if you guys have any like more specific questions, if you want to leave them down below or inbox me on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, then I will get those answered for you. I didn't know like what exactly the specific questions were, but I wanted to at least tell you guys a little bit of how it is that I'm doing this and how it is that I'm making it. Obviously, like I said, you know, my focus right now is to get through school and to do well through school, and to not, because of, you know, I had 2 kids, to not give up that dream, because I really think that, you know, I think that it's a good example for me to be able to set for them that, you know, I can have all this going on or whatever and still go through school, and, you know, and I just don't want them to see, oh, well, my mom didn't go to school because this and that, you know. I just really think that that's really an important lesson for me to be able to teach them, and it's something that I want to be able to do for myself as well, obviously, as finish school. So, I don't know, I hope this helped some of you guys out. I hope that I don't get like a bunch of like judgmental stuff, but you know, basically I just feel like if you are eligible for help, or if, you know, if people are willing to help you, or the government, if you're eligible to get help from the government and you're in a situation like mine and you want to finish school, or, you know, you might just need it or whatever, I don't see anything really wrong with that. I don't know, that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't know, I just feel like, you know, if you can get the help, then get the help and get done what you need to get done, and then, you know, try and get off the help and have your career and stuff like that, and, you know, do what you think is best for your kids. So that is how we are surviving. Right? Is that how we're doing it? We just love her. Look how strong you are. Look how strong you are. Baby fat knees. Look at those fat knees. Look at those fat knees. Look at those fat knees. If you guys have any like more specific questions or whatever, leave them down below. I would love to help anybody or whatever with if you have any questions about any of these processes or any of these any of the stuff that I'm getting help with, or if you need help trying to find a program like mine with the living thing in a state like yours, I'd be more than happy to ask the office or whatever here. I'd be more than willing to ask them if they know of anything in your state that could help you. So yeah, I don't know. I love you guys, and I hope that this helps somebody, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Are you my fat fat? Are you my fat fat? Yeah.
tell him hi. Oh, look. Is that you? Oh, is that you? Say hi. Is that you? Look at you. Look at you. Look at your fatness. Are you fat? Aw, baby little, baby little, baby little, baby little, go 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 little. She didn't like that very much. You didn't like that? You didn't like it? Go tell him hi. Go tell him hi. Oh!